Have you ever noticed the quiet friend who follows you everywhere? No matter where you go, whether you're running, walking, or just standing still, it's always right there beside you. It never complains, never gets tired, and never leaves your side, even when everyone else does. It never speaks, but it's always there. Your shadow. It's like a loyal companion, silently echoing your every move, copying your gestures and stretching or shrinking as the sun moves across the sky. When you stand in the light, your body blocks it, and a dark patch shaped just like you appears on the ground. This patch is your shadow, a perfect outline that follows your every step, always connected to you, no matter how far you travel. It's your silent twin, made of nothing but blocked light. It doesn't have a voice or a face, but it's always present, a mysterious double that's both a part of you and apart from you. But what if your shadow was more than just an empty space? What if it was the real you, and your body was just the copy? Imagine if your shadow was the one with the true thoughts and feelings, and you were simply its reflection in the world of light. Imagine a world where your shadow holds your thoughts, dreams, and feelings, and your body is just its puppet. In this world, your shadow would be the master, guiding your actions and expressing your true self in ways your body never could. In this world, you'd look at people's shadows to see who they really are. Shadows would reveal secrets, emotions, and stories that words might hide. You could tell if someone was happy, sad, or excited just by watching the way their shadow moved. A happy person's shadow might bounce, leaping and swirling with energy, showing the world their joy without a single word, while a sad one drags behind, heavy and slow, its shape drooping with invisible weight, quietly telling the story of a heavy heart. The world would be full of dancing silhouettes, each telling a story more honest than words. Every movement would be a message, every gesture a glimpse into someone's soul. It's a topsy-turvy idea, but a fun one to explore. Imagine the games you could play, the stories you could tell, and the secrets you could share, all through the language of shadows. So, let's step into this world where shadows are the masters and bodies are their companions. Let's imagine what it would be like to live in a place where your shadow leads the way, and you follow. How would it change the way you see yourself? Would you trust your shadow to show your true feelings? Would you let it guide you, or would you try to hide from it? Let's find out together as we journey into the world of shadows. This idea flips everything you know about yourself. Imagine for a moment that your shadow is the true hero of your story, and your body is just the loyal sidekick, following along, carrying out the real star's wishes. Your body becomes a vessel, like a humble boat drifting on a vast lake, while your shadow is the captain, quietly steering you through the twists and turns of life, making the decisions that matter. The shadow is the thinker, the dreamer, the one who ponders possibilities and imagines new worlds. Your body simply acts out its orders, a physical extension of the shadow's will. Picture a world where your body is nothing more than a reflection in a mirror, and your shadow is the real, tangible thing, the one that truly exists, the one that matters most. Your true self is made of darkness, quiet and mysterious, always present but rarely noticed, able to vanish completely on a cloudy day, slipping away when the world turns gray. Even language would change. People would say, "My shadow wants to stretch its legs," instead of, "I'm going for a walk." The focus would shift from the body to the shadow's desires. Emotions would show in your shadow. If it flickers, you're anxious. If it's sharp and bold, you're confident. Shadows would become the new language of feelings. Your body is just a spacesuit, a protective shell. Your shadow is the astronaut, the explorer, venturing out into the unknown world. The partnership between body and shadow is clear. But now we'd finally know who's really in charge. The shadow, always leading the way. The shadow experiences everything through its physical copy, using the body to interact with the world, to touch, to feel, to move. The world would be read through the language of light and dark, every moment a dance between presence and absence, between what is seen and what is hidden. It's a team, but the shadow leads, always a step ahead, always the first to greet the sun or slip away at dusk. If your shadow was the real you, would you see yourself differently? Would you listen more closely to the quiet, mysterious part of yourself that's always been there just waiting to lead? Imagine a world where your day begins not with the sound of an alarm, but with the gentle arrival of sunlight, and the first thing to wake is not your body, but your shadow. In this shadow world, you'd rise when the first light touches your shadow, as if your truest self is summoned by the dawn. Your eyes might still be closed, your mind drifting between dreams and waking, but your shadow would already be stretching, reaching for the day before you even stir. It's as if your shadow is the first to greet the morning, stretching long and thin across the wall, quietly preparing for what's ahead while your body lags behind, slow to catch up. In this world, the shadow is the cause, the body is the effect. Your movements are echoes of what your shadow has already decided to do. You'd watch, almost in awe, as your true self, your shadow, slides off the bed and onto the floor, leading the way into the day's possibilities. In the kitchen, you'd greet your shadow like an old friend, knowing it's the one that's actually hungry, the one already thinking about breakfast and the adventures ahead. Getting dressed would become a creative ritual, not just about colors or patterns, but about shaping your shadow, deciding what form you want your true self to take today. Maybe you'd choose a big coat for a big bold shadow or something flowing and light for a softer, gentler outline. A funny hat could make your shadow's head dance and wobble, bringing a little laughter to the morning routine. Your wardrobe would be a collection of shapes and silhouettes, each piece chosen to express a different side of your shadow's personality, sometimes mysterious, sometimes playful, always unique. When you finally step outside, your shadow would spring to life, stretching long and dramatic in the morning sun, leading you forward into the world. On cloudy days, your shadow might be faint, barely visible, and you'd feel quieter, more introspective, as if your energy is hidden just beneath the surface. The weather would shape your mood, not just by the sky above, but by the way your shadow appears, bold and confident in the sun, soft and subtle in the rain, always changing, always reflecting your inner world. Every morning would be a new introduction to your real self, a chance to see who you are today, in the light and in the shadow. You'd see yourself in a whole new light, or shadow, and maybe, just maybe, you'd be more ready than ever to step into the day, guided by the truest part of you. School would be a dance of shadows, not just kids running around. You'd recognize friends by their shadows' movements, zipping, climbing, stretching. In class, the teacher might say, "Settle your shadows down now." A tucked shadow means you're focused. A restless one stretches into the aisle. Answering a question, your shadow's hand goes up first. At lunch, shadows mingle under the table, overlapping for close friends, keeping distance during arguments. Social cues would be silent, written in the shapes on the ground. Walking home, your shadow leads the way, stretching long in the evening sun. You'd watch it glide over fences and ripple on the pavement, your soul walking ahead. At home, your shadow slips inside first, ready to rest. Your body follows, closing the door on the world of light. Another day, another dance of shadows. Games would be transformed. Tag becomes shadow tag, where stepping on a shadow counts. You'd run for shady spots to hide your shadow, making the sunniest places the most dangerous. Hide and seek? The best hiding spot is where your shadow disappears. Under a building's shadow or at noon when it shrinks. Drawing with chalk? You'd trace your shadow's outline, leaving colorful ghosts of your true self on the pavement. The playground would be a gallery of shadow shapes, a record of your real self's adventures. At the beach, your shadow decorates sandcastles, stands guard, and merges with the shadows of seagulls flying overhead. The world becomes a moving picture show of shadows. Every game is a dance of light and dark. Your shadow is always the star player. Playtime would never be the same. If our shadows were our true selves, we'd treat them with care and respect. We'd be protective, never letting a door slam on them or letting them get trampled in crowds. Etiquette would be about giving shadows space and comfort. We'd seek out interesting places for our shadows to play. Bumpy streets, fences, wobbly mirrors. Special parks and shadow sanctuaries would be built for shadows to stretch out in the sun. At night, shadow theaters would let us create art with our shadows. A faint shadow might mean sadness or illness. We'd visit light therapists for shadow care. Self-care would mean caring for your shadow above all. Our well-being would be measured by the strength of our shadow. We'd know we are nothing without it. In this world, your shadow keeps all your secrets and memories. It grows with you, collecting every experience, a scuff for a scraped knee, a glow for a happy day. You could whisper your secrets to your shadow, knowing it listens without judgment. Shadows would reveal our true feelings, trembling when we're scared, fists clenched when we're angry. People would read shadows to see the truth, making it hard to hide how we really feel. This honesty would encourage compassion and empathy. We'd know when a friend needs help just by looking at their shadow. Shadows would teach us to be honest with ourselves and others. It's okay for your shadow to look droopy sometimes. The world would be kinder, more understanding. Our shadows would be our silent guides. They'd help us connect on a deeper level. Friendships would be about shadows connecting, not just shared interests. You'd know a true friend when your shadows walk hand in hand even if your bodies don't. Meeting someone new? Watch how your shadows interact first. Family bonds would be visible, a cluster of shadows moving together, parents' shadows sheltering children's. When someone's away, their missing shadow would be felt. Even pets' shadows would show their love. Jumping, playing, always close to yours. The world would be full of visible connections, a dance of shadows showing who we really care about. Every relationship would be written in light and darkness. Our shadows would reveal our deepest bonds. We'd see love and friendship in every step. Of course, this is just a story, a big what if. In reality, a shadow is just where light can't reach, not a thinking, feeling self. But imagining it this way helps us see the world with wonder. We all have a shadow self, the quiet inner part of us with our deepest feelings and dreams. Next time you see your shadow, imagine it's your true self, your silent friend. Watch how it moves, how it changes shape. What story is it telling today? Playing this game is a way to check in with yourself. Your shadow is a reminder. There's more to you than what people see. Be kind to it, take it on adventures and watch it dance. Your shadow is always with you, your silent companion on life's journey.